Right, so far, your third album. The first two albums went down very well, both top fives in the UK charts, if I'm not wrong. This one doesn't seem to have gone down too well in the sales, but how are you feeling about it?
I mean, the album was just a reflection of kind of the current state of the music industry. You know, we were happy with the record. I think in terms of songwriting and production of the record, we actually outdid ourselves from albums 1 and 2. Obviously, you know, you always want to kind of eclipse what you've done previously, but you kind of have to grow up a little bit and maybe just understand that it can't always be done. You know, I remember Noel Gallagher saying he had to take Definitely Maybe, What's the Story, Morning Glory, understand it kind of captured a moment in time, and then get on with the rest of his life. You know, carry on making music like I wanted to make. You know, make music that the fans still wanted to listen to. So yeah, we're happy with the album. We're working on album 4. New tracks have been going down, Kill Alive, so
good.
It's all good.
Look forward to hearing them later on. And to me, in places, the new record, there's a bit of an electric, it's more synth than the first 2 records. Was that on purpose, or did that happen by accident, or?
It's kind of, we took a lot of time playing about with, firstly his guitar sounds, and just interesting for us, you know, instead of just doing what we'd always do, just 5 of us live in a room, we kind of had a play basically for, I don't know, to maybe a couple of years of writing in a new way and also trying to fit sound. So we didn't think, we're going to go synthy, but you know, we've played the guitars, we've played bass, drums, what else can we mess about with?
I think a lot of the licks that you think are synth sounds as well, a lot of them are actually guitar sounds. You know, you just use different pedals, different ways of miking up amps and things. So yeah, we've not just kind of woke up and said, let's put synthesizers on the record. Yeah. A lot of it's a guitar just played differently.
Yeah, it's called Up Garden Atom. Where did that come from?
It's a quote from the Battle of Waterloo. Really, it was just almost kind of, it was meant to inspire other bands, really. Yeah. You know, God knows what we'd do if we were a band trying to get signed these days. You know, no one's got money to give to guitar music. And, you know, people, you can do 1 or 2 things. You can either pick up your guitars, play music, you know, do it for yourselves, or you can just not bother and, you know, So it was meant to kind of inspire people to just think, you know, if you like guitar music, get on with playing your guitar music. And do it for yourself.
One of your sport, you just talk about inspiring new bands there. One of your sport bands like All the Young, they're getting up through the music ranks, they're getting a lot of interest. Is there any other bands that have inspired you recently? Smaller bands that maybe the general public might not notice, but you as a band, obviously touring with the bands at festivals, you might have noticed any tips?
I mean, we're big fans of Sunshine Underground. That never seemed to get the kind of acclaim or, you know,
they've been around for a long time as well, haven't they?
Yeah, they've been around for a long time. You know, you go watch the live gigs and that's inspiring to anybody. You know, they get an audience reaction, the tunes are brilliant. It's never seemed to translate into sales. So yeah, if I was ever in a pub chatting with someone and they've not heard of Sunshine Underground, I'd always recommend go see them.
Definitely.
Another Leeds band as well.
Near enough. Right, going back to your first album, Take Her Back was probably one of your bigger tracks. If you could get any band, dead or alive, to cover that track, who would you reckon it would be? Tough one, isn't it?
You've got to pick somebody that you're inspired by, and then, you know, you take it as a big compliment. So yeah, I'd like to see the Beatles do a cover of it. In fact, we were at an award ceremony once, Q Awards, and me and Ollie had to go up and present awards to Stereophonics. So as we were walking up, we played Take Her Back as kind of our intro music, and Paul McCartney was on the table in front of us, and he was kind of clicking along to it. So I reckon deep down he wants to do a cover of it, he's just not got around to it.
He's on tour soon, boys. If you send him an email, he might.
You can sort it out.
Right, last summer you played in the Leeds, didn't you? And it was the first time you've been on the main stage, if I'm right? You were on the NME quite a few years.
Yeah.
And especially playing such a big crowd in your hometown. How was it? I was there. I enjoyed it a lot. How was it for you?
Very good. It's a box to tick because, you know, being for years as punters, obviously played a couple of times, so like NME and Cowan stage, and we've played other main stages obviously, but Leeds and Reading was something special to do.
It's something you feel like you own, like that's ours now, and like no one can ever take it away from us. There'll always be a Leeds festival, and we'll always live in Leeds. So, you know, in 50 years' time, you'll always get to say your kids and your kids' kids, you know, we played that stage, did that festival.
Is that the big one for you, do you reckon then?
I don't think it was the big one, but now it's done, I'm glad it's out of the way. You know, ones like Glastonbury were kind of seminal points in the band's career, and, you know, even silly things like playing a festival in Belgium, you know, when the hell did you ever think you were going to play a festival in Belgium? So, I mean, Leeds was a special one, but, you know, there's been other moments as well.
You got any set up for next summer? Or can you not tell us?
Yeah, well, you know, all the lineups have been sorted out for all the festivals, so I think we're in contention for a few.
Stone Rose has been announced for Tea in the Park and Benny Cassoon. How do you reckon about them getting back together? What's your feelings on that?
We were a bit young to really go and watch them, but everyone says they're a bit like that live, so it'd be interesting to see, because they've got good music, so hopefully they can match that live. But it seems like more people are off to watch it now than actually when they used to be around. So
well, £50 a ticket, then best be
half
decent. Yeah, best be half decent.